Hello, this is Alessio. Today is Friday, the 30th of April, and this is the best performing charts of the week. So let's start with Adobe. This chart right here is from the April 26th update. As you can see, we were predicting further upside and to perhaps complete minute 5 of higher degree wave 1. I wasn't sure, and I'm not sure yet whether the 4 is completed or not. But so this was how the chart looked on April 26th. And today, Adobe has indeed moved up a little. The interesting thing is that, as I said, this could actually be a wave B of 4. So this is why I'm bringing up to you to just be completely transparent, saying that the 4 cannot be in place yet. And if let's zoom into the 1 hour time frame, we can see how this move does appear to be corrective. So at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see further continuation to the downside. And as always, what I like to look for is equal legs. So I try to measure equality between wave A and wave A and C of the correction, and see where the equality to 1.618 expansion is. So kind of this area give us an estimate. And interesting fact, which is confluence, is that that would be kind of a retest of the previous X wave, and as well as the channel, which was indeed broken. So that's additional confluence. And the forecast so far was successful. However, that need to be kept in mind because it's a possibility. If we move on to the next one, which is Garden Health GH, and I bring the chart to your attention. So here, this chart was from April 26th as well. So here I was predicting kind of a nest in so this wave 3, minor 3, I was expecting it to extend further upside. The only problem at the time was that this high was not broken. So when at this stage on April 26th, we actually said to members that I was expecting further upside. However, since the high was not broken yet, we could have had a correction to the downside, so further downside. The only thing, the only confluence in favor of our bullish view was that this move down was in 3. And as I always say, when the move down is in 3, the trend is still to the upside. Now, if we go to Garden Health, we can see how this high was broken. Now it's kind of trying to be retested. At this stage, you could perhaps say we are forming a diagonal, possibly in wave 1, but it just doesn't look like a diagonal, so I don't want to force it. And so again, this can just be nesting from here. It can just, so if it is nesting, the upside potential is very is there. There's a lot of upside potential. So far, as you can see, this move down was in 3. So even if I don't have waves marked up, I think it's clear to see that you have down, sideways, down. So that could be an ABC. It could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going lower. However, at this stage, we're trading against this low, which is at around $145. And yeah, the forecast so far was successful. If any of the members took a trade, they should be in profit. And the stop loss, as I said, can be moved up here because that would be our new invalidation level. So yeah, it's so far so good, let's say. Now, if we move on to the next chart, which is Octa, right here, this chart was from April 22nd. Now, as you can see, what I was expecting was further upside to possibly complete this wave 3, minor 3, and then a pullback after that. So this scenario in elevator term is called when you have 3 and 4. So it's called we usually say we're going to see a lot of 3 and 4s on the way, meaning that you have this 3 and 4 completed, and then this 3 is going to be completed, and then of course after minor 3 there's going to be minor 4. So that's what we say. It's usually not an ideal place to be trading at because the upside potential is kind of limited, but it's in a way it's a safer trade because wave 4 are usually quite easy to be identified and therefore traded. So if you go to see Octa, now we can see how this wave 4, the wave 5 was completed. So let's mark it up. 5 was completed. We had our wave 3 completed as well. Higher degree wave 3. Sorry for the confusion. All right. And now we are most likely forming the wave 4. Now we know that usually wave 4 will end near the wave 4, the 1 degrees. So this one. So I don't want to see it, and I wouldn't want to see it going lots farther, because that would compromise my account as well. So I think around this area would be a good point, and yeah, around here, around $260, we can find a support zone to bring us farther up. That's certainly possible. If we draw the parallel channel to see the estimate of where wave 4 could end, yeah, we see how this is highly unlikely. So yeah, I'd like to see around here to reverse from. Moving on to the next stock, which is UPS. So there you are. Okay, UPS. This chart was from April 27th. At this stage, I was predicting after a triangle, which I predicted since the end of March, and I've traded actually myself as well on my personal account. I was predicting further upside right here. So I said 3, 4, and now we're expecting 5, and perhaps we will complete the higher degree wave 5, which can possibly be inside of a higher degree wave 3, so intermediate 3, soon. So what we saw after April 27th on UPS is quite remarkable, because this moved down. I must be honest, a move down this sharp, this aggressive, I wasn't expecting it. But sometimes the market is also in our favor. But yeah, I was expecting upside, to be honest, but not this strong. So of course this must have been a news released. I don't follow news too closely personally, but yeah, this kind of a gap up usually is caused by news of some kind. So is this wave 5 and the high degree wave 3 completed? Good question. So first of all, as you can see, the forecast was more than successful. Second of all, to answer the question I asked myself, actually, it's most likely, of course, we can see some resistance on the way. We hit the $200 mark, so we could see definitely some resistance in place, and eventually, if we do see resistance, it would be interesting to see how the move down will unfold, because if it will unfold in 5 waves, then we know that we better stay out of the market and perhaps trade the short side. Otherwise, I would kind of need to review my account. But at this stage, if you took this trade yourself, I would recommend to take all profits. If not all profits, most of the profits, because it's most likely we'll see some resistance taking place very soon. And now, last but not least, we have Zilla, a ticker symbol Z, right here. Okay, so 1, 2, and of course it was predicting the move up in the way 3. This chart is from April 22nd. So yeah, if you look at Zilla now, we can see how it is start to move up. Let's look at the hourly time frame on this, and this is a compelling situation, because if wave 2 is in place right here, then we can kind of count 1, 2, 3, 4 with no overlapping, and 5. And now the interesting thing is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or is this A, B, and C? It's a good question, I would say. And so this could actually be marked up at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's for sure. 1, 2, 3. The only thing about this 1 and 4, if it is 1 and 4, is that maybe they're not overlapping. But if they're not overlapping, they're not. It's like by one penny. So usually when it's this closed, it's better to go with the ABC view. So perhaps we will see some kind of upside move in the near future. And if you take this trade yourself, you could move your stop down here, because at this stage, once again, we're trading against this low at around $126. So of course, if that low is broken, then our whole count is compromised. So that was it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions or doubts, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.